Welcome back to the year 1980 as we continue our look at the Empire Strikes Back toy line by Kenner. Last time, we took a look at the medical droids 21B and FX7 that help Luke Skywalker recover from his Wampa encounter. After Luke escapes the Wampa, but before he is saved by Han Solo, he has a vision of Obi-Wan Kenobi telling him to seek out the Jedi Master Yoda to complete his Jedi training. And today, we're going to be taking a look at Yoda here on KREED'S Collection. Hey, welcome back to another episode of KREED'S Collection. Today we're checking out the legendary Jedi Master Yoda from the 1980 Empire Strikes Back toy line by Kenner. When we meet Yoda in Empire Strikes Back, he is a nearly 900-year-old Jedi Master hiding in the swamps of the planet Dagobah. Here he waits for the new hope of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker, to train in the ways of the Force and restore freedom and peace to the galaxy. Yoda spends roughly 20 years in isolation, so he has a little fun with the young Skywalker upon first meeting him, pretending to be someone else and really testing his patience. And now that we know a bit more about Yoda, let's take a closer look. I consider Yoda to be one of the best figures of the entire Star Wars line, whether we're talking New Hope, Empire, or Jedi. Not only is he super iconic, he's incredibly memorable and well made. His face sculpt, hands, his snake, everything about the figure is fantastic. I mean, look at this face sculpt. The wrinkles, the brow, everything about it screams quality. Here we get a better look at his hands, and he has 3 fingers. Down on his feet, he also has 3 toes, which we'll get a better look at here in a little bit. As we come around to the back side, you can see not much going on. He has his cloak and then the back of the belt where it clasps. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go right into his accessories, starting with his snake, which I think has a great sculpt. I mean, check out the face here. It's really well made for such a simple thing. It is a very pliable plastic, but even though it's flexible, you cannot pose it in any way. It's made to go in that shape around his neck. And that takes us to Yoda's cane, which is also a nice sculpt and a very sought after piece of gear. You'd be surprised to know that there are 4 types of vintage canes for Yoda, and people actually collect the canes. It's crazy. Anyway, here you go. As you can see, it fits in Yoda's hand perfectly and he holds it really well. Now we're going to take a look at Yoda's belt, which I took off my Stunt Yoda. Right here he's got a little pouch, something that I can't identify. And then this silver thing I'm pretty sure is Luke's lamp that he takes from him. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's long and cylindrical, it's silver, and it's got the little hilt on it, so I think it is. Let me know in the comments if you also think it's Luke's lamp or something else. Here on the back side, you can see the clasp. It's just a little piece that pops inside like so. Here's the belt actually on him, and if we flip it over here, you get a better look at the clasp actually closed up. Here's a better look at the robe. I took it off of my Stunt Yoda, and as you can see, there's not much to it. It's a very soft cloth, and it's just a robe, just like you'd think. It just closes up like so, and the belt holds it together. And speaking of Stunt Yodas, here is my Stunt Yoda without his cloak or belt on to give you a better look of what he looks like without all that gear. Of course, underneath he does have an outfit, just in case you lose the robe. It actually looks like there's a piece of rope tied around his waist here, and really it's a nice looking outfit for something you'll probably never see. As long as we have Stunt Yoda out, let's check out his articulation. Legs can go up 90 degrees, and there's a better look at that foot I was telling you about. The legs cannot go back, however. The arms can go all the way up and around full 360 if his ear wasn't in the way. Head can turn left and right, and that is it. That covers all 5 points of articulation for Yoda. On the back of Yoda, on his hunch, you see his copyright information, 1980, Lucasfilm Limited, made in Hong Kong. And now for our He-Man size comparison. As you can see, Yoda is very small compared to He-Man. However, He-Man senses great power residing in him and respects him as the master that he is. And while we're at it, here's a quick Luke Skywalker and Bespin Gear R2-D2 and Yoda size comparison for you to see how awesome the scale is on these figures. And of course, here's my Stunt Yoda and regular Yoda together. Stunt Yoda does have his cloak and belt, but he doesn't have a snake and a cane. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my toy retrospective for Yoda from the 1980 Empire Strikes Back toy line by Kenner. A couple of fun facts about Yoda before I let you go. The voice of Yoda is Frank Oz, who also voices Miss Piggy. And Yoda is actually his last name. His first name is Minch, M-I-N-C-H, Minch Yoda. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts, please leave a comment. I love reading and responding to them. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it, and it would help my channel grow. I do a retrospective on a toy from my vintage collection every Wednesday, so hope to see you next week and every week after, here on KREED'S Collection.